Hello YouTube, my name is Blade, and in this video I want to give y'all my review on what I believe will be the next big first-person shooter coming to the next-gen consoles, and what I believe it will be is Titanfall. This game looks absolutely amazing, and personally, from footage I've seen of the E3 debut and from the Gamescom game demo, I honestly think this game looks amazing, and I have a few bits of the footage from both of those places to show y'all now. The first thing I really like about this game is with a lot of next-gen games is going to start having an active loading screen. And if you don't know what an active loading screen is, well, here's a clip to show you what they are.
Flight of 3, 50 clicks from IP links. KBS 2.25, over. Roger, Phantom 1, proceed to links to track radio 149 on the line primary JP is not off. 2 standing by. 3, good to go. Roger that, all flights, initiate jump sequence. Jumping in 3, 2, 1, mark. Civilian fleet's right behind us. Most of the ships are running on fumes right now.
We're out of options. It's now or never. Either way, we need this fuel, or none of us are gonna make it. The fleet's counting on you. Go, go, go!
Alright, so that's what an active loading screen looks like, and just to let you know, Titanfall is not the only game in the next gen that's getting this. I hear that a lot of them will be getting active loading screens, and personally I think that looks like really cool. Like right now, whenever you go, say, into a Call of Duty game, you go click to start multiplayer and you sit there on a screen and then you end up seeing names join your name and you're all in a list, you choose your map and stuff like that, and it's just, that's like nothing, that's just a screen showing you people's names. Now you get to actually like watch this video while you're waiting for people to join the game, and once everybody's joined the game, that's whenever you see them kind of like, I don't know what you would call it, like jump into space or something. Like they had the big white flash during that loading screen. And after that, you see they're in like this jungle city looking area, and that's actually whenever they get into the game, everybody's already loaded up. And then it starts a 10-second countdown timer for when the game actually begins. And you see everybody else jumping out of their little drop ships too, and you all go into the map. And this is how both teams spawn. I mean, I think that absolutely looks amazing. And another thing I really like about this game is you have this jetpack that you can use. I don't know, I know you can't use it constantly, but you can use it in rapid succession after using it. Like you can jetpack into the air and then eventually you're able to jetpack again, but you're not able to hold it down. But you also are able to run on walls and stuff, which in conjunction with the jetpack allows you to cover much more ground much quicker whenever you're on foot. And for example, I'll show you these two clips.
Titan prep for launch. Call it when ready.
Just lost.
So like I said, I think that this jetpacking and running on walls feature is like really cool. I think that's an amazing thing to add to the gameplay, and I honestly can't wait to be doing that. I think it's really cool how you can get on top of buildings and stuff using that. So it's like if somebody's camping in a building or something, you just run on top of a roof and like shoot them from up above, and they would never even notice. I think that's so cool. And next up to show you, I have footage of so far the 4 different guns that we've seen for the foot soldier. And just to let you know, you are called a pilot whenever you're on foot. That's the name, sort of like how Spartans are the foot soldier in Halo, and a Marine would be a foot soldier in like Call of Duty or something. You call pilots as the foot soldier on Titanfall. So here are some of the weapons that they've shown off, and I don't know if this is all the weapons, but so far these are the only ones that they've shown in gameplay demos and trailers.
I'm sending in some Hornets to keep that carrier busy. Pilots, focus on...
Alright, so that was all the weapons for the pilot that you can use in Titanfall. And from what they've shown so far, it looks like you have two types of machine guns. The first one, which looked like it had heavier bullets, sort of semi-explosive. I've seen it used on the Titan in the gameplay demos. Seems like one of your main guns for taking out a Titan if you're on foot. The second one they've shown is that assault rifle looking gun. My only complaint about that one is the iron sight. I don't like how it has the two really long prongs on the sides, but aside from that, I still really like it. And after that, it shows what looks like basically a C4. You throw some type of bomb and you pull out a detonating device. Pretty cool if you ask me. And then next they shown what I'm guessing is a shotgun. I just think that because, well, it looks like a shotgun and it shoots one shell just like a shotgun would, plus the guy killed him really up close. So I guess it's safe to assume that that's a shotgun. And then after that they show the rocket launcher, which looks like another great weapon for taking out a Titan if you're on foot. I personally like how quickly the rocket launcher actually locks on, because I know in Call of Duty they have the rocket launcher that's only lock on, but it takes like 5 seconds just to lock on to something. I think that's retarded. So I'm happy to see that it doesn't take forever to lock on with that rocket launcher. And next up, I wanted to show off one of the biggest features of this game, actually calling down a Titan. So far from what I've noticed whenever it comes to the Titans, the way you call them down goes off of a time limit from when they're being built, and once they're done being built, you're notified by the game's AI, and you're able to call down the Titan using your D-pad whenever you're ready. And this is what it looks like whenever you do that.
It's on the way. Stand by for Titanfall. Okay, your Titan's prepped for launch. Call it when ready. You got it. Stand by for Titanfall. Fish, I'm tracking McCallan's team in the sewers. Doing okay so far.
Copy that. Keep your fingers crossed.
And that's what it looks like whenever you call down your Titan. And the second time from that they called it down, I noticed they have that blue shield looking thing around the Titan. I'm guessing that's a shield. It looks like it would be a shield. And if that is if like you have different abilities whenever you call in the Titan, that sounds pretty cool. Makes gameplay a lot more different, so everybody has different options. And personally, I'm one of the people that I like for everybody to be able to have different options, because it allows a lot more different ways for games to be battled out. And another thing that I've seen from watching the Titans play, they have different modes you can set. Like, you can get out of the Titan and go back into your foot form, and the Titan can either be commanded to go into guard mode, which it'll stay where you left it and just basically shoot at any enemies that it sees. Or it has another mode called follow mode, which the AI does its best to try and follow you around the map. Like, if you go down a corridor that only the foot soldier can go down, the Titan itself has to try and find another path that it can fit through. But basically it tries to follow you, and it'll shoot any enemies that are coming your way. And once you get out of it, you can go back into it anytime, so long as somebody doesn't destroy it. And whenever your Titan does get destroyed, I've noticed that your counter starts up again where the D-pad options are on whenever it's going to be finished building for you to call it back down. So I think that's really cool. I like how these Titans work, and I really like how the Titans don't seem to be overpowered, because it would be really stupid if you could get a whole bunch of kills with this vehicle sort of thing, but you couldn't get barely any if you're on foot. Personally, from watching the gameplay from both the E3 and the Gamescom trailer and demo, it's really, you can tell that like the foot soldier isn't overpowered and the Titan is overpowered. They're really balanced. That was the word I was looking for. And I really like that. And another thing I wanted to show y'all is the weapons that the Titan itself gets. And I don't have a game footage of it, but it also does have a rocket on its shoulder that it can shoot. But here are the weapons that I do have to show. So that's the weapons that the Titan has at its disposal, except for the rocket that I did tell y'all about. And so what it looks like they have is a giant machine gun, which that's a pretty easy guess that they would have that kind of gun. And it also has a secondary gun that looks like it shoots a lightning bolt, and I'm guessing that would be like a really high powered weapon. It'd be sort of like a rocket launcher, just with a different way of attacking. So that was pretty cool. And another feature that the Titan has is the ability to like put its hand out and magnetize bullets and other things that are getting shot at it. And it seems like it can only do this for so long, and then it just shoots them right back at whatever is attacking it, or it shoots in whatever direction it's looking at. It also has the ability to semi-jetpack. It can't jump in the air with it, but it can jetpack to the left and right to evade danger real quickly. That's a pretty good feature to have, especially for a giant, slow-moving robot. And another feature that they show in the gameplay demos is it does have a melee option against other Titans, where if you get close enough, then you can basically like punch the other Titan and rip out the guy that's piloting it and kill him that way, sort of like an assassination. And if you just step on pilots that are on the ground, it'll kill them. And another thing about the Titan is the ability to eject whenever you're in serious danger. Like whenever you've seen enemy Titans going on fire, they have the option to eject, and you actually seen whenever they used the lightning gun, he didn't get any points for killing the Titan because the enemy that was in it ejected from it, and that's why he shot that thing that was in the sky. That was actually an enemy pilot, and then you see him get the points right after that. But basically, if you want to see what it looks like whenever you eject from the Titan, I think it looks real cool. Here's some footage of that. So that's the really cool feature of being able to eject whenever your Titan is extremely damaged. And it looks like it can get you out of some really sticky situations, but as you've seen, it does leave you vulnerable to somebody killing you in the sky. It doesn't make you invincible just because you ejected out, which is another good balance feature. And I thought it was really cool the way he ejected from his Titan and landed on the enemy Titan that was fighting him, and like just sort of assassinates it. Like he pulls that hatch open and shoots it down, makes it explode. And then I just thought it was complete overkill once he pulled out that other gun and started just blasting away at it. But that's a really cool thing I thought about the Titans. Another thing I like about the Titans, I think it's really cool the screen you get, like your hub whenever you're in the Titan mode. It's like has like the 4 panels, and you like it makes you feel like you're in the Titan. I think that looks so cool. And I can't wait to be driving my own Titans. And another thing that I really like about Titanfall is it's adding something new to gameplay that I've never seen personally in any first-person shooter or any game at all for that fact. Whenever one team wins the match, the game isn't over. The team that lost the match has to get out of the game by going into dropships and leaving, because the enemy team has, I think it's like 30 seconds of time to get as much points as they want from kills. So like they have 30 seconds to kill you once you've lost the game. And if you don't want the enemies to get any more score from you, then you have to escape to a dropship that lands somewhere on the map. I mean, I think that sounds amazing. And just to give you an idea of what that looks like, this is some footage of 10 seconds left on a guy who just lost the match, and he's trying to get to his dropship. I think it's really cool how you're able to still get kills and stuff once you've won a match, or you still have that feeling of like, I need to try and get out of here before I lose even more if you get defeated in a match. And I really hope that a lot of games copy this feature. It looks really cool. And I like how they make it to where you have to get to a dropship. I think that's cool too. They might even have features where like you have to get to a certain part of the map or something like that. And I really can't wait to see what all more features like that they have to show. Personally, I really liked how this game looks. I'm hoping that we're going to have more weapons in it. Like they've never shown off a sniper rifle or anything similar to that yet. And more weapons is always cool because having more weapons in the game, that just makes it funner. Makes multiplayer more challenging because you can have certain weapons and then you have to know how to fight enemies that have different weapons and stuff like that. I also want to know if you're able to personalize your weapons or your pilot or Titan at all. I think it'd be pretty cool if you can. And personally, I'm giving this game a 9 out of 10 simply because I don't know if you can personalize weapons and stuff like that. If you can personalize weapons, then I'm giving this game a 10 out of 10. I think it looks absolutely amazing and the gameplay looks absolutely amazing as well. This game itself just looks absolutely amazing in my eyes, and I cannot wait to be playing it on my Xbox One. So, if you don't know this, it is coming to PC and Xbox One as an Microsoft exclusive. And if you're getting an Xbox One, let me know. My gamer tag's the same as my YouTube channel, Blade5205, and I will be glad to play with you. Hope to see you on the Xbox One multiplayer, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy Titanfall.